So we're doing Rally Bola de Goma in Atlixco 2022.
The guy you see here with the flags, awesome. He actually runs Campeonato. They're hard enduro here in Puebla as well. Super cool guy. So
Yeah.
you see Jacob taking off super early in the morning, extremely wet. We're in the rainy season right now, so
Yeah.
you can actually see that.
I think we got more rain the night before than we had any other day.
Oh, for sure, yeah. It's when rainy season
Yeah.
actually started.
So the course, which this is a rally race, so this is just the start. The course is like super muddy, and I already realizing now that I didn't turn my navigation on, which is kind of important in rally racing. So I'm trying to turn the navigation on while doing like motocross jumps, so it doesn't really work.
Yeah, so he actually pulls off here, and I'm like videoing him for his TikTok, and he's like, "Damn it!" and I can hear it super, super loud.
Yeah.
But here he goes. He's taking off.
Yeah, I was really slow through the course because it was so muddy, and I'm like, I don't want to crash and like lose the whole fucking race.
And there's a good reason for that because a guy actually broke his arm.
Was it like the first jump?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the first jump, but it was this section. I don't know where.
It was really close.
But yeah, he broke his arm, and that was it. So to true Puebla fashion here, you have trucks and vehicles coming in while the race is actually
like they
going
know
out on the same road.
These people know it's a race because they're coming to the race and then they're leaving from the race, but they just don't care. So I sliced that out because I was actually behind them for an annoying amount of time.
Yeah, but you can see the whole course. It's 2 loops, and the first checkpoint is back where we started, where you just started. The
This
whole
is
video.
just loop 1.
So this is just loop 1, but the whole track in and of itself is 256 kilometers. The first one being 105 kilometers.
I think it's
for
more
loop
than
1.
that.
200.
270?
Sorry, 265.
Oh yeah,
265.
I thought it was it's a lot.
It's 265 kilometers, and the first is 105, and then the second one's the lowest 160.
And for this video edit, I cut out basically all the road and in-town stuff because in towns you have to go slow just because it's respectful and you get time penalty, and then the roads I just think are kind of boring, so I cut them out. So this is basically after a big transport section to get to where we are now.
And you're getting that beautiful sunrise sun in your eyes.
Yeah, the sun was hitting not only like my goggles and glasses, but like off the puddles and like reflecting. So it was, this part of the day was actually really hard to see. But I'm still 6th gear, I think, at this point.
And what was your total time for the race? 5 hours?
5 hours, 11 minutes, yeah.
Okay, pretty cool. And what's interesting though also about this rally in general is it's a lot more focused on road. I mean, not just like regular roads, but also dirt roads. It's a lot less enduro style.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can see here like you're back on concrete.
Yeah, well, it's like a long time on concrete, really kind of annoying. That's why I like the hard enduro stuff, because it's all off like the hardest. Basically, a hard enduro, the easiest part of a hard enduro is the hardest part of a rally. So the rally for me was just really fast paced.
Which is good because you're trying to
practice
push
speed.
Because once you've got technicals, speed comes easier rather than vice versa.
It's definitely safer, yeah. So I was just trying to I was trying to like focus on using the whole road too. And you can see I actually got some mud on the camera. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just how it is too, because my glasses were getting muddy too, so.
Well, I mean, you've got that much rain. The ground is really, really wet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impressive you're not slipping more than...
Well, speed helps. Yeah. I think when the later people were coming through, people started like after, like not hundreds, but you know, they started like 50th in, they had a really, really muddy road. I only had probably like 10 people that started in front of me. And
yeah, because you were starting.
I passed 5 people at this point, I think. So I was not following too many people ripping up the roads. You're able to avoid a lot of the puddles, but yeah, you don't want to hit them too, because like the puddles, you can't tell what's under there. It could be nothing, and it could be a rock, or it could be a manhole. You really just don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Like seriously, in Mexico, there really could just be a manhole cover that's open.
Yeah.
And
Or
wouldn't
just a
even
hole in general.
like that. Just missed the hole.
Right there, on the side. But I think from riding here all the time, you're pretty used to that kind of danger. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah. And like if you do have to hit them like that, I wasn't gonna slow down and go around. Just pop a wheelie. I practiced those a lot, so that one I just hit stupid normal, but it's just wet.
Yeah, it's interesting to see though that all the farmers are out farming.
Yeah.
Getting the show of the month.
Yeah, they were. There was a lot of trucks and donkeys and stuff.
But I'm surprised there's not more livestock out.
Yeah, they're all still in their pens. We go by them. I go by them.
That was a deep one.
Yeah, these are pretty big. This is where Alex was saying that the whole road was mud, and I was
truck?
like, yeah. Yep. And a guy on a horse. So you can see I slowed down and tried to be quieter around a horse.
Definitely respectful. You don't want to send the horse or the guy flying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a live animal, and with a guy on top, it's
They
just...
didn't choose for you to do this.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just better to be respectful. There's no reason to have the locals want to hate every... Oh, there's all the livestock to the right. Yeah, they're all still in their pens. See, midday, they'll be out in the fields just eating.
So you didn't really go through a heavy residential?
Yeah, I did. I cut it all out.
Oh, okay.
So to the left here is a big town, though. And then we do go through it, but I cut it out so we don't have to watch it, because...
That why?
Yeah, I will upload the edit that's full, but I don't think anybody's going to want to watch the whole thing. But if you are watching this and you want to watch either the full thing or see some parts of it, it'll be up there too.
I was kind of technical back there.
Yeah.
Got some older guys out watching.
Yeah. You can see that to the left, that's just
Yeah, it says drop off.
into like a creek. It's super muddy here, like super, super muddy.
It looks like it. It looks really sloshy.
Yeah.
Is that drainage down toward the left, or is it just the road falling?
I think it's drainage. I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like it. But it's so bright. Like, I wanted to go faster here, but I wasn't sure if this was a penalty zone, because there is a town to the left. It doesn't look like it, but there is. And I also can't see, so.
You don't joke. I mean, we can't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I would say the visibility on camera is equal to that of what I was seeing.
And something that's a bummer also is Jacob used wikilocs during this race, and wikilocs limits the number of pins that you can place for warnings. And so the organizers had placed a pin for every slowdown, and then a pin for every go. So unfortunately, though, Jacob only had the slowdown pins and none of the go pins.
Yeah, I had no
so
idea where.
Yeah,
I'm out of town. I think I can accelerate now, and hopefully I don't get a penalty. So you just had to be a little more conservative.
But we know next time to use Gaia or
something else.
If wikilocs gives the error of too many pins, because wikilocs is really good. It's cool. You can share your trails.
Yeah.
I like wikilocs.
This looks so fast. It looks really fast. This is a 6th gear. The all out, basically. Yeah.
It's beautiful. The hill in front of you.
Yeah, I actually want to do this ride again.
And this is actually on the other side of the hard enduro that you did.
Yeah, we come up to it, and that whole area that the hard enduro is at, I had a crap ton of mud on the camera, so I didn't really get to put it up. But this is my second nav mistake right here, because other people had made it. I just made it without thinking.
No sweet pivot turn? Come on now.
It's not worth the risk.
You practice them.
It's not worth the risk. Like this early in the rally, you can do cool turnarounds and stuff, but if you might lose a little bit of time by doing it like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But you lose a lot more time if you fall and your camera or your navigation gets muddy.
Oh right, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like getting injured or hurting the bike. It's just little things like maybe the cord gets covered in mud or something.
That's true. Speaking of which, if you are watching this and you have some good suggestions for like mid-range pricing GPSs, let us know, because
the phone isn't the best option.
Like the phone works super well as GPS, but the issue is it's got an incredible camera, and from the vibrations, the camera motor gets damaged.
Yeah.
So we're trying to avoid that, but we didn't really have
Plus the mud acts as a finger and touches it.
Yeah, so it'd be better something like simple with like maybe a papers, like the Kindle paper screens.
Yeah, those would be better. That'd be a lot better.
Something like that. I mean, I think you'd want the backlight.
You think you need the light? Yeah. I'm not sure. I think you would have to, especially in that bright sun.
Those are nice. I like this.
That is a rough section through here. This is where if anyone was behind me when I was going through these sections, I would look back after the section and they were just gone. The people do not practice that kind of rough stuff.
I like that stuff.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. But that's also like the most punishing sections are those really rough ones, because It's so easy to crash there.
For sure, we should give a shout out about your new clutch lever.
Oh, the Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do a video on just that alone.
Seriously, this clutch lever. Okay, so I ride a trials bike. My clutch is extremely light. I mean, pinky light. I can literally shift with my pinky.
Yeah.
Jacob's clutch, I rode his bike. I was 4 fingers on his clutch, the OEM clutch.
Yeah, and it's a Brembo one too, so it's
Brembo.
still
I mean,
good.
it's supposed to be like good, not that hard, but like it was taking me 4 fingers to do it.
Yeah.
So Jacob found on Midwest website.
Midwest Mountain Engineering, I think.
Yeah, Midwest Mountain Engineering, and he ordered this like light clutch, which changes the pivot, right?
Yeah, it just changes the geometry a little bit.
And it really helped. And like now, it's 1 finger.
Yeah.
It's 1 finger pull for me. So I think, has it reduced any of your like arm pump?
I think, yeah, I get less arm pump from shifting and more just from being on rough roads, but it's a lot less now. And I mean, it was expensive, but it's totally worth it. Yeah.
Totally worth it. It's one of those things like
it's cheaper than a clutch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that you kind of debate before buying, but then you buy it and you can't.
Yeah.
You don't like know how you did it before without it.
Yeah.
Like, how did I do that?
Was another nav mistake there. They come so easily, like making those little mistakes.
But you're going so fast and there's so many little roads and there's no marking.
None at all. No, the only marking you get is on your GPS.
Because in the hard enduro they had flags, right?
Yeah, there's little flags everywhere. This is all like, and you don't get to practice this, even though they had like a practice day, which was on the motocross track. It was weird. It's Mexico. They do weird stuff. But a lot of times, like, because I didn't start the day, I'm kind of following their lines a lot. Like, I see them and I'm like, they're more reassuring me that I'm on the right path. But then they go the wrong way and you're also going the wrong way too, so.
Yeah, because it was experts. They started at like 6:45.
Yeah, they're in the night, the dark time.
Darks. They started at dark, 6:45 was the first. And then there were only 2, right? 2 experts or 3?
3, there were 3 of them.
It's funny, you automatically get a place just for
yeah.
But 3 experts, and then definitely check out the. Did you post the route?
No, I can't.
Maybe post at the end of the video. At the end of the video, just post a picture of the route, so it kind of makes more sense to you.
Yeah, I wonder if I could do a link. I don't know.
We could put a wiki link.
Yeah.
You could do a wiki link in the description, which would be helpful.
Yeah, because then you see the second loop as well.
And if you're local and you want to jam, or if you're visiting Puebla and you're on a motorcycle, definitely take you out.
Yeah, this would be a good one to bring people on. They wouldn't, obviously, it wouldn't be this muddy most of the time.
Can do this.
Yeah, I'd say any adventure bike or just bike with dirt tires and a competent rider.
Some knobbies, if you don't mind, would be amazing because street tires on those you might have a bad time.
Yeah, especially in rainy season.
Oh, I love this. This is kind of like single track.
It's actually not,
it's
just
for a
overgrown,
truck,
yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Just getting pelted by these branches on the right here.
Yeah,
So-
Alex was saying his arm was bruised.
Yeah, like you can't go to the left because there's that rut, but you just kind of have to take it.
You're going fast on here.
Yeah.
Because that's why you drank so much gas while your bike did.
Yeah. I wish I could pause here. Those rocks, you're supposed to go just to the left, and there's a little path, and my hard enduro brain was like, oh, I'll just pop up the front wheel over through this little tiny.
Honestly, that probably saved you much time.
Yeah.
Well, at least 10 seconds.
Maybe.
Is that Popo and Ishta to the left?
I think Popo would be to the left, yeah.
It's beautiful. It looks like Mount Fiji.
Yeah, this whole route is really stunning because it's just all through the mountains. Right now we're not
to do
in
this on like a little bit slower pace to actually.
Oh yeah, no. If I did this, it would be an all-day affair. Like if I did this again with you or just a friend or anyone, it'd just take all day because there's so many cool spots to look. Even just one of the loops, not all day for the one loop, but the whole route in general.
Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely would be worth it. You got some construction going over there on the left.
I can't remember if I'm coming up into a town. I think I am.
Looks like you are.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's like right up here after this corner. I hit concrete. I don't remember though. There's so many
look
times.
At that fencing. I
I have no idea.
Look like construction stuff. Or deer.
Yeah. See, I guess it would be. I didn't know I didn't have all the waypoints because like I wouldn't have been slowing down, but just because.
But you naturally do that.
Yeah.
Just as a rider.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely was a town.
Yeah, definitely a cut. This is further up in the mountains and more towards where the that enduro route that we did. I think I can't quite tell.
Got good form in your shadow.
Yeah. Every now and I tried to sit a lot more than I'm comfortable with, but if I'm standing, it's because it's rough.
You should do a video of the tire hack you did to like be able to rest your legs on.
Oh yeah, that's true. My little pegs.
Yeah, it's amazing. When I rode your bike and just like, because I don't have a seat on my trials bike, so there's nowhere to put my legs. Like, all the weight is legs and arms. But on your bike, you can
kind of, you can almost take you can take all the weight off your hands as long as it's not super rough.
Obviously, yeah, or else you'd fly backwards.
Yeah. This whole area had a lot of water, and there are a couple river crossings that were sketchy deep.
Really?
Yeah. One of them, I think, I had to cut a couple of them because they got so much water on the camera. But one of them was, I almost crashed there. Didn't, but I almost did. One of them was up to the point where if I wasn't going fast, I would have gotten into the intake. Yeah, so I just went fast. I went fast through all water crossings because I know that it pushes the water away from the bad parts of your bike.
Was there an alternative to going?
No.
So there's a kid that was on a 125. I swear it's a 125.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't supposed to register anything less than a 250, but there is no way that was a 250.
No, it was a 125.
125.
Yeah.
But this kid was a boss, man. He finished.
Yeah.
I mean, it took 10 hours? 9 hours.
I think 10.
10 hours.
Yeah.
But hey, he still finished it. It was amazing. We were eating tacos and he comes riding up, and it was just amazing to see because I didn't know if he was going to finish it. And it was just Jacob and him, the only two strokes.
Yeah.
In the whole lineup.
Yeah. At this point, I had passed the father and son.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. But and then there's a point where we get to a fence, and I don't know what to do, and then they catch me.
Oh, right.
That's why it's important. Because I passed them 3 times during this race because I passed them, and then the fence, and then I passed them at the fence, and then I crash, and then they pass me, and then I catch them again. So.
Yeah, because I was at the checkpoint, and I was like, oh no, I was kind of worried because, I thought he was in 3rd place because the father and son came, but I forgot that Jacob was.
They left a lot.
Jacob was the second to last leave.
Yeah. They left a long time before me.
Yeah. So I was like, you're gonna be in 3rd, and then, but I forgot about that. So.
Yeah, I didn't know what place I was in at this point. I knew I was going a good clip. Like, this is fast for novatos.
Fast.
For novices. Honestly, even for experts, this is about pace for the expert riders.
The 3rd, you would have been 3rd place expert, right?
Big water splash. This one I had to stop and pull and clean my phone off because you can see the GPS went away.
Huge.
But yeah, like the expert guys have big old fairings and windshields and stuff, so that doesn't happen, and their GPSs are different. But as far as pacing goes, I wouldn't say I was that far off when it comes to this choppy stuff. But I think they're able to gain a lot of speed on through the fast corners.
And also they're on 4 strokes.
Yeah.
So
the highways and stuff, all the road sections.
You can go a lot faster because yours tops out at 70 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
40 kilometers.
Yeah. It's like 130 if I'm really pushing. Usually it's 120 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, so it makes it a little bit, it's a little bit different. But
it gets a little less blurry. Everything was fogging up on me after the big water splash because I was covered in water and my bike was steaming from the water getting on the pipe and stuff. And it goes away. Even my glasses were fogged up. Yeah, that's actually a really steep cliff to the right, and I think someone fell off it.
Is that where George fell?
I don't think that is it. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think he was less than that. It was like this one was properly steep.
So this one guy named George, he did this race. He was in the intermediates, right?
Yeah, he was in.
So he was a class above. And he actually, what happened was he had to avoid a regular motorcycle rider.
Yeah.
Like, not to be in the race. It was like a DM something. And he had to avoid him. And to try to do that, he went to the left. And he actually just ended up falling off a cliff. But luckily, that DM rider had, I'm just calling it a DM, it might have been like a Honda or something. But he had rope on him. And so
that
he
is lucky.
pulled George out of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how this is like a sanctioned event. Like the governor of Atlixco, the main town in this area, was there and everything. But this is 100% public roads, 0 police like blocking stuff, nothing like that to keep safety it's kind of crazy to think about that, because these roads, anyone at any time can just pull out in front of you, because this is someone lives out here somewhere. I don't think this area, I'm pretty sure this is a national reserve, but
is it?
I think so.
That makes sense. It's so beautiful.
This isn't my first time riding this road, luckily. I think I've been on this road. I don't know. No, I haven't. I've been in this area. I've been in this road-ish. Oh, another water crossing. That was a deep one too. I just didn't go very fast through it.
Yeah, so you can definitely see that it's got a lot of different styles of terrain this day. You've got rocks, you've got ruts, you've got water, you've got... Oh, that's cool. Oh, I thought you were going over it. Oh, you did. I knew you were going to do that. I knew it.
I was having a lot of fun at this point in the race.
At what point in the first loop are you, do you think?
I would say I'm probably 50% through the first loop right now. I'm just starting to make my way back towards the camp, or whatever you call it. Okay. Checkpoint. Yeah. Just kind of having a good rip here. And the whole day was kind of like that, really. I didn't have a whole lot of... I mean, some people, I think, would have considered my day to be really bad, because I had, like, gas. I ran out of gas twice, and then I had GPS navigation error, like, issues with mud and stuff. But to me, that's kind of how rallying is.
Yeah.
So long, and it's just so remote that stuff like that happens. The gas we knew was going to be a problem, though.
We didn't know. Going into it, we were fully aware of that.
Yeah, which is why I had extra.
Struggle with gas.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough extra.
I had a liter.
You had a liter.
I finished I got to the first checkpoint, or the checkpoint, with maybe, like, I don't even know, like, an inch of fuel in the tank. Like, it was so little.
I know when you finished, it was, like, pretty close.
Yeah, it was basically empty. I was trying to conserve fuel on the last liter, which maybe I should have been doing that the whole time, but yeah, that's not really that theme of the party today, I guess. Conserving fuel.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to race.
Yeah.
So, if you didn't, if our friend Ernest didn't have a gas tank on him, you wouldn't have been able to finish the race. I would have had to leave, go get gas. You wouldn't have.
No, I definitely wouldn't have done well.
Yeah.
Really stupid.
We had no idea.
No, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we have fuel fill-ups." Well, the first one
was 8
like
kilometers from the start.
Yeah, it had just barely.
Fuel 8 kilometers into a start.
Yup, and then the second one was way into the second loop. It was just really dumb. They should have thought about that, but you know. Sorry, Rally Bulle de Goma, but you guys seem to make these kind of mistakes a lot, so kind of have to prepare for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one good thing about racing this type of race, though, is that we do prepare more for the unknowns. Yeah.
Like hard enduro, you bring an extra gas tank, you know, you'll be all right. Rally racing, you're probably gonna run out of gas if you're on a 2-stroke. So I think I'm coming up on my crash. It's not a big crash. It's pretty meh. Yeah, it's right here. Bam, and I'm down. Lots of sliding. It takes me about 15 seconds to pick the bike back up, but I don't notice my phone is not on my GPS mount. So I take off, and luckily I have a Bluetooth in my headset, and that kind of went away. And that tells me my phone's not there. So I looked down and was like, ah, crap. And then I'm like trying to figure out, because I had worked really hard to put a lead on the other guys, and I'm trying to figure out if I should just run back or if I should put my bike on the kickstand and go back. And then I'm like, I can't. I gotta turn it around, and then everything's so slippy now because there's mud all over it. I can't turn it around with finesse. I just have to do a 1,000,000-point turn.
Did you not have your spring, or why couldn't you use the kickstand?
I didn't. There was too muddy. It would have just fallen over into the course. And now I'm like, where's my phone? I hope the screen isn't cracked or anything, which crazy enough it isn't.
Oh, that's a pretty good case.
Yeah. And there I find it, and it takes me a little sec to
wipe it off.
Yeah, because you'll see it's just covered.
Oh, yeah. I'm wondering if you should have some sort of like rag in your backpack.
Yeah.
Or you could use your
I try. It was all wet. Even
So
my
you should
jersey.
probably have a rag in there just
Yeah.
in case. I mean, obviously you don't want to take the time doing that
Yeah.
during a race, but sometimes you
You
have
could
to.
see the mud on
Yeah,
the phone.
I see
It's
it
just
dripping down.
it kept pushing a button like it was not centered. So for the majority of this time, I was actually just banking on following other people, all their ruts, and that's not. I hate doing that because I don't trust anybody's navigation.
Right, yeah, you can't. And how can you? Or you shouldn't anyways. You could, but why?
Yeah, I definitely do a better job of it than they do.
So this you're coming right back up to the checkpoint.
No, I'm still headed down. I'd
Oh,
say
okay.
I'm like 60, 70%.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks a lot like the checkpoint.
I think on the other side of the mountain is where the checkpoint is. The
Oh,
other
look
side
how
of
much
the.
all the maguey plants. They must
Yep.
make mescal out there.
You can see I'm trying to get the map to recenter so I can see where I'm at while I
Where
do
am
this
I
stuff.
going?
Like I know I'm on this road because there hasn't been a fork, so I'm good. But I also want to just be sure that when I do come up to the turn, that I don't miss it.
Right, that makes sense.
It's a lot easier to lose time that way than it is any other way.
So,
Chicken?
oh yeah, suicide chickens. He did not hit the chickens.
No,
The chickens
I'm
are
pretty
fine.
confident the chicken's alright.
There, you can see them in the shadow. They look fine. But
Yeah,
they were
definitely
surprised
close.
in their life that moment. Super
Yeah.
cute little chickens are really white and round.
Yeah, man, yeah, I was losing so much time through this section from the GPS.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. I guess that's what the rally towers were.
Yeah, I think so.
GPS and everything.
It's a better mount, that's for sure, and then just keeping it. But I don't think I'll ever have a rally. See,
What?
that guy's going the wrong
Why is he
direction.
going-
He
Did he
took a wrong
continue?
turn, and I guarantee you the GPS was saying you were going the wrong way. And he's
What?
just like, I'm fine, I'll just keep going.
Or maybe he's giving
Two
up.
people did that.
He might have just given up. But I don't know why you give up and go the opposite way.
I don't know, but I was worried that was their route. Maybe they were like a different class.
Oh, right, like last time?
But I don't think that's the
no,
case.
I don't think so. He didn't look like a promotional.
No, I was thinking about that this whole time. Like after I saw him, I was like, oh crap.
But if you only saw two people do that, it's not likely that was.
No, it wasn't. It was just them being stubborn.
Yeah.
It's just people, they make a wrong turn, and instead of saying, I'll turn around and fix it, they just keep going.
Maybe they just want to turn around in like a comfy spot.
Maybe, but this was a long way in.
Yeah, I mean.
This would have been like, he would have been like half an hour of mistake making.
Oof.
And it's probably because he didn't just look at the map the day before.
Or maybe his phone died.
Yeah, but at that
Because that
point,
happened to Alex too.
you can't keep going.
Alex had to find someone else and follow.
Yeah, that's where it's like you don't keep going because you're not gonna. That guy, there's no way he finishes.
Yeah, I mean, he should turn around when he saw you.
He should have turned around when he was told on his GPS.
But
that he
I'm
was
saying
going
if,
the wrong way.
say
yeah,
his phone died,
yeah.
he should have turned around.
I
when he
was
saw
not
you.
the first guy he saw.
That's
I
what I'm
guarantee
saying,
it. Yeah.
Because at this point, are you behind the dad and the father? Or?
Yeah. I think they're in front of me still, and then all the intermediates and the 3 pros. So there's plenty of opportunities for those guys to turn around, but stubbornness is a strong crutch.
Yeah. Especially if you think like, oh, this is 100% like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or maybe they just don't trust their. What's going on there?
The mud hit the pause button,
Oh,
and I have to have it has to be going, otherwise it doesn't mark me as
Yeah.
doing the course. So yeah,
Yeah, that is not convenient. You probably lost a good.
the mud is
Probably
from that
10
mud.
minutes to mud.
Yeah, honestly.
You probably could have been the same time as the expert.
Yeah, if I didn't have the gas issues or the
Yeah,
nav
yeah.
issues, even with my crash,
Yeah.
I don't think I
But
would.
your crash is not even that big.
It took me about
We haven't seen
15
it yet, have
seconds.
we?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was like 15 seconds.
it was 15. I measured from like the time I went down to the time I got back up.
Yeah, that's not long. Your bike was still on.
Yeah, the bike didn't even turn off. I
So,
pick it back up and go in
That's a
15
fast,
seconds.
That's a fast crash. Oh, right, because that's when you're like, oh, your phone.
Yeah.
This is your phone.
The phone getting
That's
lost
crazy,
the phone.
though, even
and then I
with-
had to stop again. For
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You probably lost 10 minutes. I bet
Yeah.
if you add it all up. It'd be about 10
Probably.
minutes. And then with gas, because we had the gas fumble at the
Checkpoint, which I think
'cause
probably-
I didn't know.
How
I
could
mean,
you?
next time I'll be prepared with a lot of gas, but I didn't know to be prepared.
Yeah, it took about 5 minutes, I'd say, to get gas, maybe even more.
Because we had the 7.9 liters in our. When did you use that?
I use that in the morning.
Oh, we shouldn't have done that.
Well, I had to. My thing was.
I know it should have been full.
Yeah.
And then, well, next time we'll.
Yeah. And we had to get up so freaking early.
Yeah, we left our house at.
I do not know why rally racing needs to be so early because they do
they're
the
trying to
awards
keep
at
it
like.
cool.
The awards are like midnight, so it's like, guys, can't we just start this in the middle of the day?
But I think they're trying to keep you as a rider cooler.
This wasn't even that hot. This was actually kind of like a cold day.
Yeah, but that's because the rain came in.
Yeah.
Like without that, this would have been scorching. And you could have gone a lot faster too. Without
True.
any rain.
Yeah, a lot faster.
And I don't think so many people would have so many problems. Like some of the veterans took 11 hours or 10.
Oh, one of them took 11 hours.
Yeah.
That's just a long day.
I think maybe they stopped, ate some food. I think they enjoyed their day. And especially if you're coming from out of town.
I just don't know why you'd pay a race entrance fee.
$150.
A race entry fee and all the stuff that goes with that just to have like a ride. That's silly to me.
Well, maybe if your friends are doing it. And you're retired because they're veterans.
That was my first camera wipe. The first time I thought I should wipe the camera. Yeah. And it's actually like, this is like an hour or two into the race.
I just fix it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The whole time you didn't think about it?
No. That's what like one of my biggest problems with like doing the recording while I race is that I just don't think about that at all.
I wonder though, have you ever done it on helmet mount? Is it too...
I think I tried it for the first rally and the camera, because I have to plug the camera in. There's like a cord hanging off my helmet. It gets ripped off by trees and stuff.
That makes sense.
The chest is the most stable
Yeah,
place.
you just need to put it outside of your jacket. If you have your jacket.
Yeah, because the whole second loop.
Yeah, you don't have.
Yeah. Oh man, that was close. Dog just barked at me.
Dog life.
Yeah, some dogs are like, I don't care, and they just chill. Some dogs run away. Some dogs
will murder you and your mother.
Will attack. Like, it's so scary because I'm not worried about me getting hurt. It's just you can hit the dogs. Oh, this is when I first meet George. There he is. Bam.
George is the man.
Yeah, we spend the next rest of the day together, basically. At this point, I was like, dang, he's fast. He just passed me.
And then we meet George, and George is eating a sandwich.
Yeah.
But not just any sandwich. It's a sandwich with ham, bacon, and hot dogs in it.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't notice that?
No.
Yeah, the sandwich tripped me out.
Yeah,
George is super cool. He's really respectful. Not many people are. Like, you can see that he's slowing down way in advance of the town. He's not doing that because of penalties only.
Yeah.
Because we know that because he did it around animals.
And right here, I run out of gas. So George.
Bye, George.
Yeah, that's the second time, the first time out of the two that I will. And I included the gas refill real quick.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. This is when you smash it in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got.
I mean, it takes you literally seconds. Do you think that would have been better? Would it be to have that on either taped on the side of your bike or have your backpack on your front?
Yes. Having that not in the backpack, taking the backpack off and putting it on is like twice as much time as the actual filling.
We're already looking at, it's going to be close to a minute.
Yeah.
By the time you get your backpack back on.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I cut most of it out. But it wasn't that long of a stop, but this stuff adds up, especially when you have two of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And when we're almost back to the checkpoint.
That guy's like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this looks like the...
Yeah. All the flat is the checkpoint area, and then we ride from the flat up into the mountains, do a loop in the mountains, come back down.
It's interesting. I thought it would be more technical.
No, this was a very fast rally.
It was very, very fast, yeah. Which is great for people either dipping their toes or, just figuring out why are they there.
Someone drove into the field and got stuck.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's because money.
Yeah.
Bummer.
And then there's George ahead again, so I caught up to him.
Yeah, I met George at the check-in.
Yep.
I didn't know I was meeting George. I
just asked some guy.
I just said hi.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Because it's pretty cool. I mean, any point you make it on a rally can be difficult. It is difficult.
Yeah, I think that the second loop was more technical, but I wouldn't say it was any more difficult. It just had more areas of technical riding.
I see.
But as far as navigation goes, this one was really easy compared to the last one.
Oh yeah, last one doubled on each other, and you didn't video at all last one, right?
I did, but it only lasted for like 20 minutes.
Oh right, because you didn't have it plugged into the...
Yeah.
That battery pack then means...
Yeah, no, battery pack on an action cam while you're doing this, it lasts forever. And we're actually like communicating right here because George, you could tell he was like, should I go left there? And I was like, I don't know, I can't tell. You just can't tell. So I was like, I'm gonna go that way. And he knows what I'm doing. He knows I'm not saying to follow me yet. I don't know how he knows this, but we just know this stuff. And then I can see that I'm going off the route, rear brake, spin around. George is like, okay, cool, let's go back. That was the other way, was the right way. And we did this the whole day.
And what's crazy is, for the people that didn't do what George and Jacob did there, they actually, so I was parked along the fence line that they're trying to avoid. So when they didn't do that, they would end up on the fence line, and they were just riding the fence line back and forth because like there was no way out. It's like they would be on the other side of this fencing that you see here.
We're actually on the wrong side of the fence because this looks like a road and we're supposed to be on the left. We don't know that yet. And we both are going, and then I see George stop, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Why is he stop?
Can't get through.
Yeah, and I actually jump off my bike real quick. I'm like, here, hold on, dude. I'll just pop this barbed wire up.
And he's like, better not.
Yeah, and George, being a wiser man than I, just said, nah, I think it's all good. I don't want to, rip. Because you're going to rip your backpack or your gear. And I don't mind because I just repair everything with needles and thread. But a lot of people, especially because he has like a climb backpack and Leah gear.
Oh, there's a rider right there.
Yeah, he's trying to like
help you.
Oh, help. Then we're just like, nah, we'll just go back. And little did I know.
A lot of people did that.
Yeah, because the road makes zero sense.
So what is it? It wasn't where you were going.
No, we're supposed to turn left in front of that fence, but there wasn't an actual. There wasn't like two tracks to see, and they should. In that situation,
there should be a flag.
There should be a flag, yeah, just to say, hey,
maybe
like,
just one flag.
Don't mess. Don't our neighbors probably already hate us because we were riding on a motocross track.
No joke. So George found it first.
Well, George was in front, so yeah. We both knew what we had to do once we realized we were supposed to be on the other side of the fence.
It's funny, by here is when I could hear you. So this is when I started walking to the checkpoint.
Yeah.
From the car.
Yeah, because on this bike, I'm either 100% or not.
And Sadie was with us, who's our dog, and she could hear him too. And so she was already whining, like, come on, let's go. Because the two-stroke sounds so different from four strokes.
And I cut out the rest because it's just me panic fuel filling. So, but that's loop number 1 of the Alex Go Rally. Yeah,
pretty amazing. Huge shout out to Ernest, who you see right there. Or we were still recording, right?
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Ernest. He's right there. You can see him. Literally, Jacob would not have been able to finish the race without you. So thanks, Ernest.
And this is the awards ceremony. That was 4 hours behind schedule?
It was supposed to start at 5. And then it moved to 7:30, so it's 2.5 hours. And then it was at 10:40.
Yeah, it was lovely.
So, 5.5 hours late.
Yep. It was pretty great. And, like, you're so freaking tired at this point in time that, like, even half an hour is just like, I want to murder you. I already hate you for all the stupid stuff you did throughout the day.
But it was a cool hotel. It was gorgeous. Yeah. Beautiful grounds, beautiful garden to sit in. The presentation's really cool. The trophies are amazing.
I would much rather have a trophy like this. Like a trophy like this over that stupid bowl, like giant cup, chromed out cup. I just don't understand I don't understand trophies in general. But this one's just like something you put on your wall. You can see.
And it's cool because it's local.
Yeah, it's a local artist that made it. It's simple, but it's beautiful. Like that guy's holding them, and the third place, second place, and first they get bigger. I think this is
you.
Yeah.
So that guy got second. They're announcing his
That's
name.
A father and son team.
Yeah, that's Misael, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
And his dad beat him in the last one.
Yeah.
And was rubbing it in his face, and so now he's rubbing it in his dad's face that he beat him. So we're holding our breaths. We're not sure if there was any penalties. We really don't know. And then there he goes. He got first place. I'm super excited. I'm wooing. Trophy girl is pissed off because people have sprayed her with
I was trying to be so polite to her.
Spray her, which was great. She was not having it. So look at that trophy.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, your camera's doing that thing from the rally. So you can see why we don't want to use this anymore. The vibrations there, that's from
it's okay though.
Rallying it.
But yep, there's the win, and I honestly was worried to win a rally because of the champagne. Like
he said to me, I don't know how to open a champagne bottle, and I was like, you just pop it.
That's an embarrassing reason to not really want to win, but that's And then of course you have to share it with the other people. That's don't be a jerk.
Yeah, you gotta share. Misael, I believe that's his name. I swear that's his name, and his dad. So congratulations to all the winners and to Alex too for getting second.
Yep.
In Rally Libre.
Yep.
So congratulations everyone. Thanks for watching the video.
Yep.
See you next time.
Yep. Bye.